he has grabbed her from the back and he's grabbing her, he's holding her, bruv. But the other guy's coming, but she's like, she's got the knife in her hand and she's doing this. Like she's swinging the knife to stab him, but I'm kicking her in her chest, like I'm kicking her in her chest, innit?
Me don't trust people. Me say you can't trust people. Me buy my cash. Cause me not even a trust people.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Miss R Fabulous, and I'm back at it again with another video. Guys, you lot have been waiting for this video for a very long time, and obviously I couldn't just put out a story time and tell you guys what happened, because obviously there was certain people involved, and I'm talking government people was involved, so I just had to do things the right way and just obviously let things be like normal and things should just die down before I put anything out. So firstly, I just want to start off by saying, if you know what happened to my foot and you know who this story time is about, I'm not going to be mentioning any names of the person. I'm not going to be doing that. I want to make it very clear. I'm going to be giving her a certain type of name, and the name that I'm going to be giving her is the name that I'm going to be giving her is Witch. Okay. Because what happened?
She is a demon. She is from every pit.
Don't kill me. What happened?
Every pit of hell. Oh my god.
So basically, let's just start saying, yeah, I'm with Goddard Philip, yeah. The reason why I'm with him, because he was there from when when it first started, the beginning of when it first started, he was there. And then going onwards, in part 2, then it would just be me telling the story. Unfortunately, in part 2, there was more than me just involved. There was my boyfriend's best friend and his boy, who recently are on license, so their name can't be mentioned. They don't want to be in the public. They just don't want to be involved in the public like that, you know. Obviously, I can't really say too much about them because obviously I respect them enough, do you understand? So we're going to go ahead by just starting off by saying, obviously everybody knows that I was at this girl's house, this girl's uni accommodation, right, for almost 2 weeks, right? So I basically I was at home, I was going through a lot, I had a massive argument with someone, and then obviously me and Witch, yeah, and I want to call her the demon.
Call her demon, yeah.
Demon. So me and the demon, right, correction, that's her new name. So me and the demon, right, we was on the phone. Before all of this happened, me and her was going out and stuff, like going to clubs, linking up, going to bars and bare shit.
And the night that you actually went to her house, I remember you called me that night, you know, we was on the phone and you called me and you was like, oh, I'm packing my bag and I'm going to my friend's house. But obviously I don't know who this friend is at the time, you know. She's just saying, oh, my friend's going through a lot, so I'm going to my friend's house. But I wasn't expecting her to be at this friend's house for so long.
So obviously now, the story is so fucked. Like, we're laughing because obviously it's the thing where I've got to laugh not to get angry. Do you understand what I mean? Like, I've just got to laugh because it's so deep. Like, obviously you guys as the viewers watching this, you're gonna probably think we're just chatting shit, but we've got receipts, so it's fine. As long as we've got receipts, then you know, baby girl,
we ain't lying.
We ain't lying. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I called him. He's booked me an Uber. He's booked me an Uber to go to her uni accommodation, yeah? So I've gone to her uni accommodation. This is in London, by the way. Her uni accommodation was in South East London, right? So I lived in East London, so I've taken the Uber, I've gone to her house. As I've gone to her house and everything, we're chilling, everything was normal, we was fine. She was a normal person. She was so lovely, she was going through a lot. She didn't really open up to me in the beginning and tell me what she was going through. How me and Demon became friends was because we knew we had each other on social media. everybody on social media kept telling me like, oh, this girl copies your story time, she copies this, she copies that, she remixes it. I didn't see it like that. I didn't see her like that, because at the end of the day, everybody has a story, everybody goes through certain things. I didn't judge her on that. I still was talking to her, still was building a friendship, still was being her friend. I wouldn't call her my closest friend or someone that I would do like anything for in the world if you was to call me. I just simply, she was there, we went out a few times. I'll say before I started staying at our house, we went out like 4 times. So we had a little friendship, do you get where I'm coming from? Then obviously now I've stayed at her house. I bought all my stuff from Missy Empire, some clothing company. And the reason I bought it all at her house because she wanted me to stay with her for 3 days. I said, cool, I'll stay with you for 3 days, but while I'm there, money after Mech. I've got to do my hustle. So I bought my Missy Empire clothes and stuff, went to a uni accommodation, we're chilling, I'm there, everything's good, you know, everything is good. I didn't expect anything bad, you get where I'm coming from? So when we went out again, before I went to her house, we went out again. We went to a club, like a shisha bar in Ilford. And when I went to the shisha bar in Ilford, she was with a friend called Chantel, yeah? Which is her real name, by the way, but she doesn't mind me mentioning her name. We went to a bar where I met her and her friend called Chantel. So as I've met her and her friend called Chantel, right? Chantel has told me things like, this girl talks about you, why are you chilling with her? This girl actually does not like you, Renee. She envies you, she says a lot of things, blah, 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 blah. So Chantel was basically telling me that this girl talks a lot of shit about me. And obviously, I didn't know Chantel. I didn't have a friendship with Chantel. So I just thought, do you know what? She's chatting shit. She's just a hater. Yeah, but I swear on everything I love, I wished I believed her and listened to her from the get-go. So when Chantel was telling me this, I didn't really listen to her. I just thought, whatever, man, like, why are you coming up to me talking shit, telling me all this stuff? So me and Demon now, we're sitting down, we're all chilling. Chantel comes and she's sitting down, and obviously Chantel and Demon they was ordering like bare stuff from the bar, whatever. We started doing shisha. I'm gonna insert some clips here, yeah, on the night, on the outfit that I was wearing. I was wearing green, like green slimy outfit, right? At the shisha bar. This is when we was all having a good time. So as we're all there, we're all chilling, having a good time now. So I was like, oh, let's go. We were supposed to go to a second event called PR1, right, in East London, right? If you know that club, you know. So we were supposed to go there. So we end up going there afterwards. But before we left the shisha bar, we went to the toilet. As we've gone to the toilet now, yeah, I've noticed that Demon was moving kind of funny towards Chantel, and Chantel was still out. Chantel was still in the shisha area smoking shisha, and we left her and we went to the toilet together. I was like, oh, can you come with me? We went to the toilet. As I've gone to the toilet now, Demon started saying certain things like, oh, Chantel's boring, everywhere she goes she has to pay for stuff, and what sort of, basically she was just chatting shit about her friend. But then I started thinking, what the fuck is going on? Like, why is Chantel coming to me telling me shit about you, talking about me? But obviously I didn't confront her because I just thought, I came out to have a good night. I don't have time for the passa. Like, I'm just not into that, innit, yeah? I'm looking at Demon and she seems pissed off, like she seems angry. So she goes something, oh, I know this girl's gonna make me pay for everything, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, what the hell? So I've come back out, I've paid for my drink. I only had a Coke and a shot of NEC, I think it was. I had Coke and something in it. So we all paid for our drinks and stuff. Then we got into the Uber and we went straight to PR1. We went to PR1, everything was fine, everybody was having a good time. It was just a lovely vibe at the second event, yeah? So after the second event, we've gone back home, right? This was way before I went to her uni accommodation. I just want to make this, I just want you guys to know everything, innit? So let's go back to going back to her uni accommodation now. So she's no longer friends with this Chantel girl. Her and Chantel are no longer friends, right? So the time I got to her house, they was not friends.
Calling all your friends, and you was telling me that all your friends was saying that you should stay away from Ren. How come she ain't got no friends now, and that how she's going around exposing people. And then you was like to me, oh, I know she's gonna expose me as well, but I want her to do it so I can blow. That's what you was telling me, so don't even try.
I will honestly come fuck you up. I've got your address. It's on my phone. I swear to God, I will get the Uber and I'll come knock on your door. I don't give a fuck. Don't try me. Don't. She's actually pissing me off.
Stuff, because you know what I'm saying is true. If I was sitting here chatting bag of lies, you would not give two shits. You would go about your life and you wouldn't care. If you have my address, what are you waiting for? You should be voicemailing me in the Uber right now coming, not sending me voice note chatting shit. And I'm not scared of you. We go to the same uni. It's not a problem. If you want to fight me, we start on Tuesday at 9 a.m. You can meet me there.
So she stopped speaking to Chantel over some form of argument that them two had, right? So I'm at the house now. Then she messages Chantel and she kept telling me, oh, Chantel and her are beefing, her and Chantel are beefing. So I'm like, what's going on? Like, you two are supposed to be friends. Obviously, I don't know Chantel, but she seems like a lovely girl and she just seems so lovely to me, innit? So them two are beefing. She showed me messages on the phone and then Chantel starts to involve my name and try to say, oh, but she starts calling and saying, oh, don't let me tell Renee the stuff that you were saying about her, red hair, blah, blah, blah. So Chantel then calls me on Snapchat and then she starts telling me everything in front of Demon. So I'm like, Demon was like, I never said that. She's lying. Like, why are you lying on me? I never said that about you. I would never say that about you, Renee. I love you so much, blah, 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 blah. So I'm sitting there and I'm praying and I'm praying. I'm trying to deep like, what's going on here? Because how is this just happening out of a sudden? So Chantel's like, Renee, you can believe, you don't have to believe me, but I'm telling you right now, that girl is a witch. You need to stay far away from her. She's a liar. She's going to try and do something so bad to you because she tried to do the same thing to me, but I'm not having it. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck? I left the room because it was too much for me to deal with. I was a bit upset. I was thinking, I can't trust girls, fam. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to be nice to certain people and people are just trying to fuck with me. So we go upstairs. This is in her uni accommodation, yeah? In her uni accommodation, there's like a game area upstairs. I got there, she follows me. So she's like, look, Renee, yeah, I'm sorry. I just want to let you know, yeah, that obviously before I didn't know you. And with the whole passa thing with you on social media last year in December, that incident, obviously I judge you from that and I'm wrong for that. Yes, I did say certain things about you based on how you was acting and how you carried yourself to the public, and I did say things about you to her. But obviously getting to know you, spending time with you, I actually like the person that you are. Like, I got mad love and respect for you. Like, you proper do things for me. So I was like, do you know what? I respect you for being honest. It's cool. Like, everybody makes mistakes. People say shit. That's me giving her a chance. You know what I mean? And that is where I fucked up. Looking back, I fucked up there. I should have just saw that and went home. But because she was going through a lot, like in that moment, she was crying to me, she was opening up, she was venting, she was telling me things that she does that I don't agree with, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to make money, period. Like, I can't judge a girl, I can't lick a girl down for her hustle in it. Like, everybody makes money their own way. I said, cool, let's forget about it. I'm going home in 2 days anyway. She leaves me, she goes back into the room. She starts crying, screaming, saying that she wants to kill herself, saying that how much her grandma is dying. Her grandma's currently dying right now. I don't know if it's the grandma from her mom's side or her dad's side, but she told me that one of her grandma is currently dying. So anyone that knows me knows I've got a grandma that I love and she's my world. I'll be lost without her. So instantly, my body and my spirit like came towards her and just gravitate, like, what's that word? Gravitate towards her, and I started feeling so sorry for her and I gave her a hug and I was like, Demon, don't cry, like everything's gonna be okay, just leave it to God, just pray. Guys, to find out when everything happened that her grandma died months ago. Her grandma died months ago and she was using that excuse for me to give, like, to help her and be there for her. And obviously, you've got to understand that I didn't know about her family. I didn't know that she didn't have no family in London. All her family's in Manchester. I didn't know nothing like that. So when she was telling me that her grandma died, like her grandma's dying, I was feeling so emotional. Like, me and this girl sat down and we cried together. Like, we were shedding eye water together. Like, and I was praying for this girl. Like, it was so emotional, yeah. And she sat there and she lied when her grandma died months ago. May her soul rest in peace, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's go out. Let's have a good time. Let me cheer you up. So we gone out. We had a few drinks. Everything was fine. Blah blah blah. Now, a couple days later, I've deeped that man's got to really do my try on haul for Missy Empire. So I called my boy, got there Philip, and he was like, yeah, I'll do mine as well, you can rate my outfits. We're gonna insert 2 clips here where you will see the try on hauls that we're talking about right now. So he comes to the house, now he's gonna explain how he met the demon.
Okay, so I've come to the house now, and I'm the type of person where I am everybody's included, yeah? So it wasn't a collaboration, it wasn't an agreement of, I'm gonna put up this person's name, we're all gonna try and get in front. It was no kind of agreement, it was just that we're all in the house, so it would be funnier for everyone to just be in the video. Before we've even started the video now, we've spent hours just sitting down, chilling, and we're vibing, we're talking, we're busting joke, boom, boom, boom. But she was just very, like, I kept noticing things, like it's like she kept signing out. Like she would be talking, and then
she'll go off.
And then she would just go off.
Like she'll be talking to us, she'll be acting normal. Like the girl was acting normal. There was times where I was saying like, what? I was like, oh, demon, are you okay? Are you right? Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm just like thinking, I'm just doing stuff in my head. I'm like, okay, cool.
And then
I was editing and stuff, so I was like, oh, are you hungry? Let me make so clear. It's not like, yeah, I was just always giving her stuff. At the end of the day, she was in a very bad place and I was being a great friend. Like, I was being her support system. I was the only person that she had. So obviously, I was the, not to big myself up or to make myself seem like I'm all that. I was being a good friend to a person that never had nothing, yeah, at the time. We've all had struggles. So there was, everything that I was doing was based on me. She didn't ask me, she didn't beg me. I did it because I wanted to do it. I knew my responsibility and I knew that she was in a position where she didn't have anything, so I am going to be the bank account. So obviously, we're all chilling together. So I've said to her, do you want food? I've given her £10 and I'm like, oh, can you go to the shop and buy us all chicken and chips? We all asked for, I asked for chicken and chips, yeah? Normal side breast and chips, which is £2, yeah?
I asked for wings and chips.
And he asked for wings and chips.
And a burger.
And a burger.
And the rest of the money was for her to get whatever she wanted
to eat, which was be enough because we all calculated in the room.
Wait. You don't know when you go to a chicken and chip shop, it don't cost £10 to get wings. It don't cost £10 to get wings and chips.
3 wings and chips. It doesn't.
There was no change. There was no change.
Blood class.
There was no change, and she got the order wrong.
So this is how I knew she was going through something, because she went to the shop twice, yeah, and she got all our orders wrong. All I asked for was a simple side breast.
We all had to share 2 boxes of food, because after that we were just like, fuck it, we're just gonna figure out what we're gonna eat here. So we shared the 2 boxes of food and there was no change. Now tell me how that makes sense. I was like, nah, what's going on? So that was the first night. That's the video's done.
Video's done, edited, video's gone up.
They're going out now.
We've dressed up. This was the day I think I was wearing, not the pink.
She was wearing the pink dress.
She was wearing the pink and I was wearing black.
No, you was wearing that pink.
The pink jumpsuit, no, but I changed it because my boobs kept falling out. I'm going to insert pictures of the night what I was wearing. Anybody that has my Snapchat knows this night. He lives outside London, yeah, so I was there till like 1 a.m. So I didn't want him to go home mad late. So I was like, jumping on Uber and I will add your journey on. But the Uber has to drop us off first. So the Uber dropped us off at a club called Wallace Bar in Maryland, Stratford, innit? So as we've gone there, we've realised that he has her key. Yeah, so the night is now over and I have her unit accommodation fob key. And when I say God, I was meant to come back to that house. I was meant to come back to that unit accommodation, because if this happened and I started coming around Renee or whatever and there was no kind of proof of her mood swing or nothing like that, I was meant to come back and give her the fob. We got to the club. This is how it all started. It started from here. It started from here, yeah? She saw, like, obviously, I'm a known person, like people know my face. So when I got to the club, there was certain people that I knew because I grew up in East London, yeah, Stratford, whatever. So when I got there was a couple promoters that I know, and obviously I got respect for them, but I'm not going to mention their names. We're at the club now after he's jumped out the Uber. He's jumped out the Uber, we're in the club. So there's a guy in the club, we're gonna call him Terrence. He's a friend of another friend that I know who's a promoter, and obviously I help promoters promote their event. I get paid to put their things up, whatever. So she's met the friend, whatever. It's just her type, whatever. Guys, just to make it very clear so that you guys don't get mixed up. The friend that she met in the club is not my boyfriend's best friend. My boyfriend's best friend, right? She was doing a thing with him, whatever. Cool. We're gonna call that one. He's involved in this story a lot because he saved my life. But we're gonna call that one a whole different name towards the end. But the guy that she fell more in love with, right, that something, like I saw the way she was acting around him, and I told her that it's not normal. Like, I've not seen girls act like this. I've never acted like this over a guy. And we're gonna call this guy Terrence. So she's met Terrence couple events before this incident happened. So we've got there now, we've seen Terrence, and she's like, oh my gosh, Renee, look, Terrence is there. So I'm like, oh my God, please don't try and ruin it. Like, please just have a good time, enjoy your mood, you get it? So I'm in the party, but obviously I'm in the party and whatever, and I see my girl. So I see my girl Lee in it, like Lee, she get me, la if you're watching this. So I see my girl Lee, and she's coming, she's showing me love. She comes on our table. We're all having a good time. She's with her friend as well. So it's just all four of us girls in it, and there was bare guys around us. But Demon was acting weird. The moment she saw Terrence, her behavior changed. Before she even spotted Terrence, yeah, the night was going good. Everything was going good. When obviously she saw Terrence before me, and she was like, oh my gosh, Renee, Terrence. And I was like, oh my God. But he didn't see me. So he's gone, he said hello to his guys, whatever, like what you guys do. He's come back now. As he's come back to our table, he's like, oh my gosh, my nigga Renz, fam. Me and Terrence was friends way before I knew this girl. And Terrence and I lived in the same area, so we knew each other. It was nothing like that. I repeat, nothing like that. It was nothing like that. We just had a good friendship. So he's seen me now. I've given him a hug. She's looked at me in a funny way, and she's looked at him in a funny way, and she started acting mad. Like, she started coming up to me saying, oh my gosh, look, like, he's talking to another girl, like, why the fuck is he talking to another girl? Should I beat that girl up? So I've looked at her and I'm like, Demon, you need to calm down, because why are you acting like this? Like, over him. And like, you've got another man. You've got a guy that you're seeing, which is my boyfriend's best friend, and you're supposed to be seeing this guy more serious than you're seeing Terrence. So when she was acting like that, I was observing her behavior, because I didn't know that she proper liked Terrence like this. So I was a bit shocked, like, rah, like, calm down. So she started acting crazy in that club, and Terrence picked it up and was like, fam, I can't deal with this. Like, this is crazy girls, man. This is not my girl. Like, I'm single. Like, why the fuck is she trying to chat? Like, why is she acting like she's my wife? Like, she kept going up to him trying to say, why are you talking to other girls? He texted her and was like to her, you're mad childish, you need to grow up, or something like that, down those lines. So she showed me the text, and she's like, look, I want to go home. So I'm like, bruv, the party's basically just started and you want to go home already. It's not fair that just because you are upset and you two are having your issues with him, I have to now go home because you're not happy being in the same club as this person that's not your boyfriend, that you've only met two times before this event. So I'm thinking, rah. Obviously she's had mad feelings for this guy, she's catch feelings for him. Before this event, she has met up with this guy only at parties. Like, it's not like they've gone out, built a friendship, built a relationship. She's only met him every time we go to this same fucking club. So when we go to this club, she ends up leaving with Terrence, and then she'll give me her key, and then she'll say, oh, just go to my house, go to my house. So obviously I said, cool. There was no way after an event I was going to go to my house with all my stuff is at her house, including my house keys. So I had to keep going back to her house. I've gone back to her house now, and I've stayed there. So as I've gone back to her house and I've stayed there now, yeah, I've said to her, oh, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I'm not gonna go back with him. Obviously, I'm gonna come home. So I said, okay, cool. We get in the Uber and we go home. She was pissed off. She was angry. She was not in the mood. She was very upset. Like, I saw her look so disturbed, and it wasn't nice for me to see. Like, so we go there and I was in the car and I was having a conversation. I was like, what's wrong? Like, tell me what's wrong. Like, what's going on? Because obviously as a friend I want to make sure that I'm there for you. She was like, I don't know, like, I proper have feelings for this guy, but at the same time I have feelings for... So now I'm gonna call this guy a hero, because he was a fucking hero that night, and we're gonna call this guy hero. So she's like, I have mad feelings for Terence, but I have stronger feelings for Hero, but my feelings for Terence is becoming stronger, and I don't know what to do. So I'm like, how can you have feelings for two guys? I don't understand. So she's like, I don't know, like, Terence reminds me of my ex-boyfriend, the guy that I was engaged to, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, well, you can't be doing the thing with both of them at the same time. You have to make your mind up because he's a bit mad. So she's like, I don't know, I'll figure it out. I'm like, you're a big girl, I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your life. She's like, okay, cool. We get to her student accommodation. We don't have the fob to let us in the building. So we see Uncle now. And when we see Uncle, she's begged him. He's like, oh, you're always forgetting your key, next time I'm gonna have to charge you £25 or something like that. He follows us up to the uni, the room, and he lets us in with the fob. You can't go up without a fob, basically. And once we get to her room now, we go to sleep. Everything's calm.
So
this is when he's come back.
This is now I've come back, yeah? Remember, I don't have no clue what's going on. I don't know Demon from dog doo-doo. I don't know her from nowhere. So I'm just coming back to give the fob and I'm gonna chill. But obviously, as everybody knows, when you go to a uni accommodation, you can't just walk in. Even if I've got the fob, I can't just walk in. I have to be signed in. So she comes downstairs and meets me at the reception.
She's the only one that's allowed to go and get him to bring him in. She's the only one that can do that. I can't do that because that's not my uni accommodation.
As I've told you, I don't know her, yeah?
So before we wake up in the morning, I realized that she was not next to me in the bed. She was sitting over her desk and she was staring at over where I was sleeping. So I've gotten up, and as I've sat up on the bed, I've seen her. So I'm like, oh my God, like, you scared me. She's like, oh no, I'm awake, I can't sleep. I'm just thinking. I was like, what's wrong, like, Demon? Like, I can see that you're upset. She goes, I just don't know, like, and she's wearing her zoo. Let me tell you guys something. She smokes weed like there's no tomorrow. Anyone that knows this Demon knows she smokes like cannabis like there's no tomorrow. She goes through packets and packets and packets. Ever since I was at the house, she was smoking so much, and I was like to her, you need to take your time and stop smoking. She'll get up in the morning and she won't even eat food. She will just go through like 2 packs of weed. That is it. That's all she'll do. And it scared me, like, and I used to say to her, I'm not gonna lie to you lot, even when I was staying at her house, I said to her, so I've not once seen you gone uni. It's been 1 week. I've been at your house. So far it's been like a week and a bit. I've not seen you gone to uni. So I asked her, how come you're not going to uni? Oh, don't worry, babe. Don't worry. My girl's gonna sign me in. My girl signs me in. Obviously, I don't go to uni, so I don't really know how it works. So she told me that she doesn't have to go to her lectures. She said she doesn't need to go to her lectures, that somebody at her uni signs her in on the sheet. Like, there's some paper that goes around, and apparently someone just writes her name, and then the lecturer, he would check it or whatever, and he would be like, okay, cool, she's here. That's what I was told. So when she wasn't going to uni, that is what she told me. And she said she does all her work on her laptop, and then she submits it, and that is it. She's fine. Cool. So Gode has called me and said he's downstairs. I've downstairs Demon, he's downstairs. She's now gone to get him. This is where they've met. This is where they've spoken.
Don't know her, and her exact words were, I just want to let you know, man, like, I'm not even in a good mood, man, because, like, you know, like, I'm just not in a good mood. Like, I've been seeing this guy, yeah, and, like, I just feel like he just don't care about me. Like, I saw him the other night and we had a good night, and he just put me in an Uber. He just put me in an Uber.
So, let me just cut you. So, this was one of the nights. Remember I said she met this guy 2 times before we went to that last event at Wale Bar. And the first 2 nights that she met him was because we kept going to that same club. So because we kept going to that same club, she kept going home with him, and I went to her uni accommodation by myself. So when she's talking about he puts her in an Uber, she's talking about when she leaves him after the party, she then gets put in an Uber like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning.
And then she's like, oh, I just feel disrespected. He's got no respect. He's got no respect for me, and I feel like I love him. And I'm just like, what? I'm so confused, because I'm just like, I don't know you, and you're just you're blaring out your business to me. I'm like, what on earth is going on? But obviously, you have to go up the lift. You have to walk to the lift, go up the lift. So this whole time, she's just reeling out her Clark to me. So then she says, so if I'm in a bad mood, you know why. I'm just gonna stay to myself, and I might not say anything. And I'm just like, what? Like, what do you mean? I'm like, I've come here to give you your fob. Like, we're all here to just like talk and chill. Like, if you have anything on your mind, just say it. But don't let a man, or the way a man acts, completely control your emotions or how you feel. Like, I don't know her, but I'm encouraging her and saying, you're stronger than that, be stronger than that. But this is what she's told me. This is the information that she's given me, and this is where her mood has been deteriorating, but this is where the signs, it
got worse and worse and worse. And I kept saying that I feel like the reason why everything happened was because of this guy, because of how much she loved him and how much he violated her and he disrespected her. But this is the thing, as a friend, yeah, this is why I feel like my personality will always be a problem for certain girls that cannot handle the truth. And as a friend, multiple times after the party, I said to her, he does not respect you. I said to her, you cannot keep going to this guy's house and coming back to the house, meet me in the morning, and he does not contact you. He does not call her phone during the day to say, oh hi, have you eaten, are you okay?
He ignores her text messages.
You told my friend that, but you didn't come to me and tell me that. Even though I knew that her mood was based on this guy, I didn't know certain things like this, that she was having a conversation with him and telling him all these things. I knew that everything happened because of this guy. And they've come into the room now. I've seen her face. She was wearing all black. She was very upset. She was so angry that when I looked at her, I was like, this girl does not seem herself. And I was like, oh, you're right. She was like, oh no, I'm just like, I'm gonna go outside for a fag. Let me pause you there. When she said to me she's gonna go outside to smoke, I've been at this girl's house for the longest. And she never ever goes outside to smoke a cigarette. She always smokes in her room. In her room, she has the socks covering up the smoking thing in it, so the alarm does not go off. She's always smoking in her room. So when she says she's going downstairs to smoke, I knew that something was off. I knew that something was not up, like something wasn't right with her. She goes out, she goes to smoke. She disappeared for a good 45 minutes, and I was calling her phone. She was not picking up the phone. I was texting her, are you right? She was not responding. She was not replying to me. She was airing me. So she comes back up an hour later. She takes the ring light out of her room. She takes her equipment out of her room, and she goes into like the kitchen / living room area. It's an open plan. So she started recording. So I'm sitting on the bed and I'm editing. He's sitting on where the wheelie chair is, where her little desk is, where she does her makeup and her little office, like her little uni work. So he's sitting there, he gets up, but he goes outside to go to the toilet. But then he sees her crying. So he's like, oh, you're right. Then he comes back to me, and then he's like, you know Demon's crying, you know Demon's crying. So I'm like, what? What do you mean she's crying? So she comes back in the room and she puts back the equipment back in the room, and then he was like, was you...
She's hanging off.
Yeah, he was like, was you out there crying? She was like, oh, no, there was just something in my eye. There's something in my eye, and obviously my lash just came off. So I'm thinking, bro, I'm looking at your face and I can legitimately see bare tears.
Exactly.
There's no way on earth your lash could be coming off while both eyes are developing a lot of tears. Like somebody died, you're shedding eye water like there's no tomorrow. When I said the tap, imagine turning on the tap, water was rolling like that. So I was like, no. Like, I didn't say nothing. I said, cool. She goes out the room and I don't know where the hell she took off, yeah? But I mind my own business, I kept editing, whatever.
She said she went to
was
play
like,
pool.
oh, she went downstairs to play table tennis. But this is where she fucked up. Because there was downstairs, there's only the gym on your far right corner. And then at the front bit is the entrance to leave the property. So like you have like little bits where you got to touch your key card to exit. Like it's like the barriers to go on TFL. So when she said table tennis, I was like, she means she was upstairs where the launch is, where there's PlayStation, there's everything for people. So when she said she's going downstairs to she was downstairs playing table tennis, I knew she was lying. I don't know what she was doing, I don't know what she was up to, but the girl was moving dodgy, she was moving booky. Then she comes back upstairs, the mood changed again. Everything was fine. We then go on Instagram live, yeah, because another incident happened with a guy stealing some girl's details, and obviously him and Demon took my phone.
We've gone on live now, and I don't know, like, she's gained this confidence, but in this process, Renee's getting ready to go out. Demon is partially ready, but she wanted to go on live
to talk about this guy.
To talk about this situation. It's like her mood was almost, it was like she was 5 different people in one day. Because it's like, if you're in a bad mood, how are you confident to go on live? And then how are you confident to go on live when a couple of days ago people was bashing you for lying about cussing someone about their makeup? It just didn't make sense to me, yeah? Obviously, I ain't been on Renee's live before. That was like the second time in the 2 nights that I had been there that I'd been on live. But she was just up and down, up and down. The live's ended now, but that was the time everyone was wondering where Renee was, but all she was doing was getting ready. There was nothing happening. She was just getting ready. Their lift is ready for them. But before the lifters come, they want to take pictures. And as I said before, I'm an inclusive person. So Renee wanted pictures, and then I turned to Demon and I said, do you want pictures? She's like, no, I don't want pictures.
She changed again. Her mood changed again. And she went back into that mood where it was very disturbing to be around. So when she went back in that mood, I was like, I looked at God then, I was like, something's not right. Like, how can she be happy and then now she's gone back into that mood where she's angry and she just doesn't want to talk to no one? So I'm like, okay, cool, you don't want pictures. Every night that we've gone out prior to this, she's always taking pictures. So that she didn't want the picture then, I was a bit confused. So I was like, okay, cool, I've taken my pictures, he's picked up the ring light, and we've gone back into her room now. We need to put by the ring light. As we're going back out towards the lift, she's like, oh no, I want pictures now.
She changes her sandals. She changes her sandals into the heels to take the pictures. These same doing up pose. And she said she don't want a picture, I know.
She said she didn't want no fucking picture. And then when we're about to go, you then decide to say you want to take picture.
And the driver
is waiting. Girl.
The driver is waiting for them downstairs, you know. But I'm patient. I'm not saying nothing, you know. I just said, you know what, let me just take the pictures.
Nobody's been rude. Nobody's been disrespectful. Everybody was showing her mad love. Like, she was not left out. She was involved in everything we was doing. After that whole picture thing going, we've taken her pictures and whatever. We've gone downstairs now. My nigga Double, yeah? Shout out to Double. I just want to say a big thank you for him. Like, he's done a lot for me, and he was there. He was there during this bit, innit, yeah? So he's come, he's picked us up now. So as he's come, he's even dropped in the car. I'm like, Double, can you drop him to Stratford, because obviously we're going that way. We was on the way to Black and White in Beckton. And obviously, Black and White in Beckton, we was wearing flats because obviously it's like a chill little garden kind of thing. So we've gone there now. I'm wearing all black. We've gone downstairs and we're talking to Double. And Double's like, yeah, he's cool. That was a cool guy, do you know what I mean? He's dropped off, got it to Stratford Station, he's gone home now. He's like, you guys have a good night, blah, blah, blah. So as he's like, oh, you guys have a good night, we've gone to the club, we're chilling. We've gone outside, and at the back of Black and White, there's a table, yeah, that anyone can sit there. It's not my table, it's not her table. It's no one's table, it's open to the public. So we've gone there, but obviously there were seats there, so we sat on the table. I've ordered shisha, I've just been paid, so my paycheck dropped in, man was gassed. Ordered a bottle of fucking NEC, everything was Gucci, everything was good. So we've gone back to the table, we're chilling. Their group of girls came to the table, they were sitting at the table, yeah? Everything was fine. Music was playing. Double was sitting on my table. My nigga Double was sitting on my table. And as he was sitting on the table, he realized that she was acting kind of too clingy. She was acting too...
And this is another boy that she had interest in. So
she was doing all of that, and he was like, you know when a guy's trying to like chill, like relax, stop, like what are you doing, like you're not my girl, like what's going on? So he's thinking, bruv, like, yo Ren, what's going on? Is she alright? And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Double's gone because she's acting too clingy. So Double was like, yo Renee, I'm gonna come and get you lot after the party finished. Just message me and I'll come. I said, cool. So as the party's as he's gone now, a couple Instagram girls was there that I knew. So I knew a couple faces from the night. So I was like, oh hi, showing them mad love. Like it was a good guys, I'm not gonna lie, I had the best time of my life, yeah. It was a good time. There were so many pretty bitches, fat asses. We was having a good time. She sits down and then here walks in Terrence.
The boy, she a mad door. The boy.
Terrence, let me tell you guys something. Terrence walks in, yeah, and she didn't see Terrence because where she was sitting, her back was towards the door where he has to come through, and where I was sitting, I could see him. So I'm like, oh my god! Like when I saw his face, I was like, for fuck's sake! Like tonight's gonna be a bad night, guys. She was having a good time until he walks in. We're all sitting down, we're all chilling and stuff. Then out of nowhere, I look up and I see Terrence walk through the door. So as I've seen Terrence walk through the door, I'm like, for fuck's sake, like this is not gonna be a good night. She was having a good time, having fun, and then here comes the fucking trouble. So he comes in, he says hi to his boys, but then he sees a couple girls on the table that he knows, but he doesn't see her because her back is towards him. So he's like, yo, you good, yeah, Ren? But as he sees me, he's clocked that I'm with her. So he comes, he gives me a hug. I've given him a hug back because that's my friend. That's what you do. So he walks around the table this way and he says hello to every single female. Then he sees her. Let's pause for a second. Technically, he doesn't have to say hello to her because the last time he saw her, they had a big disagreement. He was like, bruv, you're acting too crazy. You're not my girlfriend. You need to calm down. So when he saw her, he still gave her a hug and a little peck on the cheek out of respect. Do you understand? Then he walks off and then she went mad. After that, I saw a complete different person. This is when I felt uncomfortable. This is when I said, I need to go home. Tonight is the night I'm going home.
Let me just say, yeah, I live Quay. So this is all going on and I'm still on the train. So you don't know, from you're taking the train from east to west, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be on the train and bus for a good couple hours, yeah? And I'm watching Renee snaps, you know? I'm watching how she's having the shisha, I'm watching how she's vibing with the girls, and then I see how she stopped, you know, when you put the blank screen and you're writing text, you see how it changes. So I'm just like, cool, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna wait. To see what happens.
So obviously now, T, the singer, and a couple girls come over to the table and they said, hi Renee, they show me mad love, like we're giving each other little hugs and whatever, we're talking to each other, we're having a good time, we're dancing, music's playing, I'm gonna insert snaps, like I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So everything's going on, it's a good vibe. The only thing that was bothering me is the fact that she was trying to bring down my mood. She was just a stiff face, like she was standing there like this, she was sitting on the bench, she was pissed off, she was angry, yeah, because of one fucking guy changed her mood. And then after that guy changed her mood, yeah, blood, she started staring at me like she wanted to kill me because I'm talking to other girls, I'm friends with other girls. Bear in mind it, before Terrence came into the building, me and this girl was doing shisha, was doing mouth to mouth with the shisha, blowing in each other's mouth, blowing it out. It was a good vibe. I don't know if she felt some type of way towards me. I don't know if she catched feelings, but the girl was moving obsessed, like it was disgusting. Some girl came up to me and was like, why does your friend keep giving you the evil eye? And I was like, what do you mean evil eye? And I started to clock what she means. And then I felt uncomfortable, but I ignored her just to enjoy my night. I kept dancing with T. I kept like dancing with T just to enjoy my night. Just not let her dim my light, do you get it? So, okay, cool. It got to, I looked at my phone, yeah, and it was like 2 something. I said, cool, we still have a bit more time. Party finished at 3:30. So she sees Terrence talking to some girl and she touches me. She's like, I can't do this. I'm gonna go mad. I'm gonna drag that fucking bitch. And I was like, Demon, you need to calm down. Like, he's not your boyfriend. Like, just relax. Like, calm down. Go and call Hero. She's like, I don't want to talk to Hero right now. I'll talk to Hero tomorrow. I was like, well, you can't keep doing this. Every time we go out, you always want to fight someone because of this fucking guy, bruv. What are you, bruv? A fucking gorilla, bruv? What is going on? Like, so after, she sits down and then she grabs the Hennessy bottle and she downs the fucking Hennessy bottle like it was water. I grabbed that Hennessy bottle out of her hand. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Calm down, like, you need to chill. So we get up to go to the toilet. I was like, let's go to the toilet. So I go to the toilet, we go in the toilet together and I give her a girl a fucking advice. I was like, listen, hear what I'm saying? I care about you, you're my friend. You need to fix up. You're embarrassing me in front of so many people that know me. You can't be acting like that because people are coming up to me talking about you. And I beg you, just fix up. When you get home, we'll talk about this. We'll fix it. Do you know what I mean? She's like, but it's so fucking hard. Like, why does he think he can hurt me? Why does he treat me like this, Renee? Like, I can't do this, you know? She started crying inside the toilet. I was like, okay, cool. Like, let's go home. Let's go home. She's like, no, I don't want to go home yet. Like, she started doing this to me. I don't want to go home yet. You always want me to go home. You don't want me to have fun. I'm thinking, what the fuck is going on? I want you to go home because I don't want you to embarrass yourself in front of so many fucking black people that are really going to laugh at you, yeah? So I'm like, cool, we go back out. I said to her, I need to go to the toilet, so stay here. Obviously her bag was there, she left her bag. So as I've gone to the toilet, I even left my bag as well. That's how dumb I was. I left my bag and I went to the toilet. As I've gone to the toilet, I've left her watching my bag and her bag. And I left her by herself for like fucking 3 minutes. So I've gone there, gone to the toilet. As I've gone to the toilet, I've come out the toilet. T, the singer, has come out and she's like, oh, Renee, you left your bag. I was like, okay, thanks, babe. Gave her a hug and a kiss and she left early. So I've gone back into the garden now. As I've gone back into the garden, I've seen 2 girls who are that I know, that I've got mad love and respect for, that lives in Stratford, called Annabelle and Vanessa. And I've seen them, and obviously them two girls, they know me from Stratford because I used to live there. So when I saw them, I was like, oh hi, you're right, girls, blah 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 blah. I think there was with another girl called, I think there was with another girl, yeah, I can't remember her name. There was with another girl, there's 3 of them. So, but I know all 3 of them. So when I came back, they were sitting in the seat that we were sitting in. Like I said before, this is not our fucking table, yeah. So as I'm there, I'm like, okay, let's go home now, let's go home. And she's like, oh no, I don't want to go home yet. She looks at me, guys. This is the girls. This is where we're standing. So imagine all these 3 girls are sitting on the bench. We are right in front of them. It was so packed. Then she was like, why the fuck are these bitches in my seat? Why the fuck are they sitting on our table? I'll fuck these bitches up. I'll fuck these bitches. Let me just say something. You see, one of these 3 bitches was to beat her blood clot. Sorry, yeah, I was not going to back it. I was not going to back these girls from jumping her bomber clot because she did too much that night. She did too much. There was a point where I wanted to fuck her up, yeah, because she was doing too much and she was hitting me as well. So these girls was like, Renee, is your friend alright? Like, cause she would actually get smacked. Like, they heard what she said because that's how close we was, and they was like, what's going on with your friend? Like, is she alright? Like, I was like, oh, don't worry about it. I'm sorry about that. She's just drunk. She's drunk too much. So I grabbed her by her arm and I'm like, bruv, let's go now, because you're just doing too much. Like, you're embarrassing me, innit? So I said bye to them and I said sorry to them on her behalf. So we've gone out and I've text double. I'm gonna insert a screenshot here so you guys can see. And I'm like, where are you? This girl is drunk, yeah? I said her name, but I'm not mentioning her name. I was like, she's drunk and we need to go. So as I've said that, he was not replying. I went out looking for him. I saw him at the entrance of the club. So we've gone out and we've left and we've gone into the car. This is where my life almost changed.
This is where she was snapping and she was saying...
This is where I was ranting. This is when I was ranting, saying that this girl's losing her fucking mind. That this is why I can't be around fucking drunk people. I cannot take this bullshit. Anyone that had me on Snap that day will know the snaps that I made that was dark. That will show you that something went. It went from being happy, everything was cool, to just making dark black snaps. We've got in the car. We've got into Double's fucking car. Guys, I just want to say, yeah, before I even say this part of the story, this, I've overcome it. I'm past it. And people need to be careful how you drink, how you carry yourself. And if you know you're the type of female that you can't control your feelings, you're the type of female that when it comes to a guy, you lose yourself. Listen to me very carefully. Don't allow yourself to be in a situation where a guy is all you need. If without a guy you can't be happy, because clearly this was what happened. A guy that she was madly in love with, that did not respect her, and she didn't like the way I was telling her the truth. She didn't respect me, the fact that I was telling her the truth, and she was jealous of me. She was obsessed with me. She didn't want me to go home, nothing. So I've gone into the car now and I said to Double, I'm a good fucking friend, yeah? It might come because I'm being rude, it's because it actually hurts that this happened to me. Like, I was a great friend to this girl. I never once disrespected her, I never once hurt her. I was a good ass friend. I was there for her all the way through her, what she was going through. We're in the car and I said to her, are you hungry? I'm not fucking hungry, I'm not fucking hungry. Like, she started getting so violent, like verbally violent towards me. So I'm like, alright, calm down. So I said to Double, bruv, anyways, let's still go to McDonald's and get her food. Because she's intoxicated, maybe she doesn't know what she's saying. So I've gone there, I've gotten this girl a double cheese fucking burger meal with fucking Fanta, or no, it was Sprite. I've given her the food. The girl dashed the food on me. She took out the food and she dashed it on me. I don't want your fucking food, okay? I said, I'm not hungry. I said, calm down. Like, you don't need to talk to me like I'm some dickhead. Anyone that knows me knows I don't take disrespect. So in the moment of her talking to me on crack, I was like, you need to calm the fuck down. Like, you're doing too much. You need to calm down. That was like, okay, Red, alright. I counted 10 in my head to remind myself that she's intoxicated, don't act out of character. So I calmed myself down, I ate my food back in the car. She was cussing me, she was dissing me, she was disrespecting me. I don't know where this energy came from. I don't know where all this, how she felt came from. So I'm like, okay, cool. So because she didn't want to eat the food, Double then took the food. And then as Double taking the food because she's dashed the food on me, Double's like, fine, cool, I'll eat this, it's not a thing. He's taken the food, he's ate it. As we're driving on the fucking M-way, the girl has opened the fucking car. The passenger, like, she's in the front and behind her, and Double's the driver. She's in the passenger seat. She's opened the car to jump out the car. Double has grabbed her back and put the child locks on and was like to her, what the fuck are you doing, demon? You need to calm down. So she's like, oh, I need to, like, the car was carry on, like, we carried on driving, we got off the M-way. We've now entered South London. She's now decided she needs to go toilet, she needs to pee. Now, let me tell you something. She's got out of the car and she's like, oh, if you don't let me out of this car, I'm gonna piss in this car. So Double was like, oh, I'm gonna pull over so you can piss. So she pulls over. Instead of asking your friend to come and watch you pee, you want next man to stand there and watch you piss out your lungs. So I said to her, cool, I'm gonna come with you. Despite the fact that you disrespected me, you said some hurtful fucking shit about me, I still came out the car and I still wanted you to pee and be safe in that fucking alleyway. She then pushed me and said, no, I should get back in the car. She don't want me to watch her. I said, fine, see your fucking self. I've gone back in the car. She's gone to call Double. And I said to Double, don't go and watch my friend pee. Don't disrespect me like that. Just stand far away and just make sure she's safe. He said, cool. He stood in front of his car and she went and peed. She comes back, she gets in the car. We all get in the car. I was in the car before she gets in the car, so it was just me alone in the car, and Double was in front of his license plate. He comes in first, then she then comes. Her mood changes once again. How Renee, babe, you're right. I just want to say, Renee, I love you so much. Like, thank you so much for just staying at my house and being there for me. Like, I would have lost it if it wasn't for you. Like, I love you so much. Listen, I sat there and I saw a fucking demon, and then I saw someone else. I said, how the fuck is this normal? You cussed out my blood clot. You told me that I'm this and I'm that. You told me I want my what sitting at this, and she classed me. I'm not gonna lie. But as much as I was angry and I'm angry at her, I knew she was intoxicated. But at the same time, I kept questioning, like, what the fuck is wrong with this girl? Like, why do you keep acting like this? So Double asked me, are you going home or are you staying at her house? I said, no, I'm going home, but can you wait for me? We pull up outside her uni accommodation. Opposite the uni accommodation is a big gym called The Gym. So as we pulled up opposite the uni accommodation, we sit in the car. Double says, yo, Ren, what are you doing? Are you staying with her or are you going? I said, no. I feel mad, uncomfortable, like I don't want to stay here, I want to go home. I beg you, drop me home. He said, cool, say no more. Go get your stuff and come downstairs. Guys, when I said, this is when I saw, like, the moment I sat in that car, I realized that God is telling me to remove myself from the situation. God said, Renee, you need to go home. Tonight is the night you need to go home. And I said to myself, I'm going home. By thunder, by fucking light, I'm going home. And that's on period. Yeah? So I've got out of the car and I'm like, where's your key? She's like, oh, I don't have my key. So I got back in the car and she's like, oh, you're not fucking going anywhere. Where the fuck are you going? You're not fucking going anywhere. The girl starts to pull my fucking clothes and you're not going anywhere, you're not leaving me. So Double's like, yo, demon, calm down, bro. Stop touching her, like, calm down. Stop getting too touchy. Like, you don't need to grab her up like that. Bro, I wanted to thump her up in her fucking face. Of course I wanted to smack her up. But, bro, the girl's intoxicated. I'm not going to go down for GBH when she's under the influence of fucking alcohol. So I allowed her to carry putting her hands on me. Yeah, and as she's putting her hands on me, I'm like, bro, stop hitting me. Like, I'm like, stop touching me, stop touching me. I'm taking her hands off me. She's still grabbing me up, you know. I'm like, you need to stop. She's like, if you leave me, watch what I'm gonna do, watch what I'm gonna do. So I'm like, listen, hear what I'm saying, demon, give me the keys, let me go get my stuff. Like, I'm not staying here anymore, I'm going home. I've been here far too long. We've gone upstairs. This girl was not trying to open that door. She was not trying to touch the fucking key thing. And Double was like, Renee, you come back? I was like, yeah, can you stay there? Then we was at the reception bit for more than fucking 45 minutes because this girl was not trying to go in. She was not trying to go upstairs. She did not want to go upstairs at all. She was not trying to let me leave her. Like, she kept saying, if I leave her, she's gonna kill herself. She's gonna kill herself. I was like, what do you mean you're gonna kill yourself? Are you okay? Like, I went to the security guard and I said to the security guard, read my mouth. Like, I was like, I kept trying to say something to him, like, can you please get me help? Like, my friend is really not well right now. She's going through something. He was not listening to me. He was like, now, Renee, please go upstairs with her now, my darling. Go upstairs now. Go upstairs and maybe she'll calm down now. He kept saying, please, demon, calm your voice down. There's students upstairs sleeping, and if you don't calm down, I'm going to have to call the police. This is my job. He kept seeing her grabbing me, scratching me, pulling me. I kept trying to throw her hands off me. He saw everything and he was just like, please go upstairs, she'll stop, she'll stop. I took out my phone and the only person that I knew that would come at this time, yeah, which was like 4 something in the morning, was my boyfriend's friend, the one that she was seeing, Hero. So I took out my phone, I called Hero and I'm like, Hero, I beg you come to Demon's accommodation, please. Like, I need to go home and I need your help. Like, I need you to distract her. Like, she's moving mad. Like, she's going out. She's just moving crazy. In the background, you can hear she was saying some disturbing stuff like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm gonna kill you, dumb fucking bitch. And then I'm thinking, what the fuck? This is when I started to realize that this is more than just her boy. This is way more. From time she's saying stuff like, oh, I know what you're doing. I know you like that. I know you like Terrence. I know you love him. I'm thinking, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? She's like, I know you love Terrence. I know you like him. I see the way he hugs you. I'm looking at this girl like, you are fucked up. You're fucked. You're done out here. You're fucked. You little fucked up bitch. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I've gone up, like, I'm still downstairs waiting for Hero to come. Hero's called me like, yo, where you at, man? I'm outside. Come outside. I come outside. As I'm walking towards the exit door, the girl pulls me by my weave. So like, when she pulled me by my weave, I was so close to backhanding this. But there was so much fucking CCTV cameras around me. I said, if I put my hands on this girl, I'll finish her. I will kill her. If I put my hands on her, I will finish her and I will go down for life. I'm telling you this right now. So even when she grabbed me and she pulled me, I said, yo, stop now. Like, now you're trying to disrespect me.